In 1898, Frank Lloyd Wright built a new studio alongside and connected to his Oak Park residence. Clad in wood shingles and brick, the studio aesthetically unites with the earlier home. However, the low, horizontal profile, a key feature of Wright's mature prairie buildings, sets it apart from the earlier structure. In its original design, the studio was approached via a set of wide steps. Wright would later erect a low wall, establishing a more complex path of entry. A series of turns in the approach to the studio forces changing vistas as a visitor progresses from exterior to interior. Decorative details such as leaded glass windows, crouching figural sculptures, and the pier reliefs add to the artistic character of the building and impressed arriving clients. Adjacent to the entrance, a stone plaque boldly announces to the world, Frank Lloyd Wright, architect. The reception hall serves as the entrance to the studio. Despite its small scale, the room presents a notable first impression of the building. Plaster walls painted gold shimmer beneath a magnificent trio of leaded glass skylights. Exemplary of Wright's ability to render the natural world abstractly, the skylights feature a sophisticated geometric design in a palette of gold and green iridescent glass. The dappled light evokes sunlight filtered through a canopy of leaves. A waiting room for clients and a place for Wright to review architectural plans with contractors, the reception hall forms an axis connecting the main areas of the studio. To the west, a low, narrow hallway leads from the reception hall into the studio library. This space was used by Wright as a consultation room for clients. While the high windows frame views of the treetops and a skylight floods the room with natural light, the design of the library is intended to minimize distractions from the world outside. To the east of the reception hall is the dramatic two-story drafting room. This powerfully designed space was the creative heart of the building. It was here that Wright and a small but dedicated staff developed the first uniquely American form of architecture, the Prairie Style. Major buildings of the Prairie Style, including the Larkin Building, Unity Temple, and the Frederick C. Roby House, were all designed in this room. Square in plan, the drafting room features an octagonal balcony, supported by chains hung from ceiling beams above. The design allows the room to be free of supporting piers, providing an open, flexible workspace. The staff worked on drafting tables and stools designed by Wright in rooms richly decorated with eclectic displays of artwork and objects. Japanese prints, casts of classical sculptures, as well as models and drawings executed in the drafting room, filled the interiors of the studio. This visually rich environment served to inspire Wright's staff while promoting Wright's artistic identity to visiting clients and the public at large. Surviving documentation from the studio years depicts an inspiring environment brought to life by the vibrant personalities of those who worked here. Against the backdrop of one of Wright's most significant early buildings, the studio staff engaged in lively critiques of each other's work, interacted with artists and craftsmen, and debated art, architecture, and politics. Charles White, who worked as a draftsman at the studio, wrote of his experiences, "My environment is changing my character from day to day, architecturally, as well as in other ways."